U.S. President Donald Trump erupted on Truth Social Sunday after an illegal immigrant shot an off-duty Customs and Border Protection officer in New York, blaming weak immigration laws and calling for urgent crackdowns. Blaming weak immigration laws, Trump called for urgent crackdowns and stricter enforcement. Trump alleged that the shooter had been apprehended earlier at the U.S. border in April 2023, but was released instead of being deported. In a fiery statement on Truth Social, Trump said, "Last night in New York City, an incredible CBP officer was shot in the face by an illegal alien monster freed into the country under Joe Biden. He was apprehended at the border in April 2023, but instead of being deported, was released." Trump praised the officer's bravery, saying he fought off the attacker despite his injuries, showing immense skill and courage. He further claimed that Democrats have flooded the nation with criminal invaders and demanded that all such individuals be deported or prosecuted immediately, warning that the country cannot take the risk of allowing them to return. The suspect has been identified as Miguel Francisco Mora Nunez, a 21-year-old Dominican national with a lengthy rap sheet in New York, according to sources, but he was let go each time he was busted, despite having a deportation order. Nunez entered the U.S. illegally via the southern border under Joe Biden's administration, the Department of Homeland Security said. The 42-year-old federal agent and a female companion were sitting on a rock along the Hudson River in Fort Washington Park in Manhattan when they were ambushed by the two men on a moped around 11:50 p.m., according to police sources. After a brief exchange and tussle, one of the moped-riding men fired a gun, hit the victim in the face, and left forearm. Mayor Eric Adams addressed the mounting criticism during a visit to the wounded victim officer in Harlem Hospital on Sunday. "Our goal is to get dangerous people off the streets, and we have done that with our federal partners. Of the number of dangerous gang takedowns we've participated in, whatever we need to do in our federal laws to ensure that dangerous people are not on our streets, federal authorities need to do that," the mayor said.
All of the agents and officials within HSI and ICE, rioters, criminal thugs, legacy media, open border politicians, often you'll hear them standing up and defending the evil criminals that I've been talking about. And in the meantime, what they're doing is smearing and doxing our agents and putting them and their families at risk. Leftists have doxed, attacked, and tried to intimidate the men and women who uphold our laws and keep our streets safe. And now our ICE officers are facing an 830% increase in violence against them and their families. One of the open border politicians is right here in this state and is right here in this city. And I'm specifically calling out the mayor of Nashville. Mayor Freddie O'Connell has gone after our ICE individuals and agents that work with HSI. He's openly doxed them, revealed their information to the public, encouraged people to work against them and their efforts to clean up the streets of Nashville, and he has forced his city officials, his employees of the city of Nashville, to document every single interaction that they have with federal immigration authorities. What the mayor is doing to the city is shameful, and what he needs to do is participate with us and make sure that he's helping us uphold the rule of law. Listen, if people don't like the laws in this country, go to Congress and change them. But what these agents do every single day is to uphold the law and make sure that it applies equally to everyone, and that criminals aren't placed above the American citizens that live in this city and live in this state and in this country. O'Connell and his administration are playing politics, and they're playing politics to a dangerous level that's risking people's lives. Despite the mayor's reckless behavior, we're going to continue to enforce the law here in Nashville. We're going to continue to fight to keep families safe, and here in this city, but also in this state, and continue throughout the country. Bringing violent criminals to justice is our priority, and doing so in order to make America safe again is what we will work to do every single day.